told you that a day like this will surely come in Nigeria, and today is happening. Nigeria government have finally come and made it openly that they are a total failure, that they can never defend Nigeria. Guess what? Daniel Bwala, or whatever they called him, the senior special advisor to President Tinubu on policy and communication, have come out and made it openly to Nigerians that the Constitution have made it right for every Nigeria to start bearing arms, to start defending the evil that is rampaging in Nigeria, that they are tired of hearing the news of kidnapping and unaliving Nigerians every day by day. Yes, haven't we told you? We told you that it must surely happen in Nigeria. Nigeria cannot defend you. One Nigeria is a crime against humanity. All the prophecy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have finally come in fulfillment. What did Nigeria did? They connived and sentenced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu just because of the simple truth. He told Nigeria to start defending themselves. And look, that this is what is coming. That everybody should get prepared over what that is coming in Nigeria. And suddenly, this great prophet become the enemy of all the whole Nigerians. Today is happening. Come and watch this video. If after watching this very video and you still believe that Nigeria will help you, that Nigeria will still stand as a one Nigeria, you are dreaming. I don't want to talk too much. Come and see things from your eye, because this is sin is believing. A lot is going on in this country called Nigeria.
This is the evil that is attacking us as a people, and this government regrets this incident, but this government is committed to fighting it. Our approach to dealing with this is to work with the Nigerian people in partnership. It is unfortunate that after many years, this is still the sad situation. And like I said, and it bears repeating, that government regrets this incident, but the president continues to enjoin Nigerians to have faith. Let's partner together, and we will put an end to this problem confronting us as a people.
I mean, yes, you say that the government regrets the situation, and the president has called this killing barbaric and said the IGP is personally leading a tech-driven operation. But Nigerians online are saying they have heard these statements before. After every mass abduction, every terror attack, statements are issued, condolences are extended, and then it happens again. I mean, what do you think that will be done differently this time? The regrets are accepted, but we need solutions, Mr. Bwala.
I agree. Solution is what we all look to. And evil men operate anywhere in the world. No matter how tight you are as a government, you do your best, and then you expect that with the help of God and the collective participation of the people themselves in providing intelligence or in forming a vanguard, so to speak, we will be able to put an end to it. I know the Nigerian people continue to complain, and that rightfully so, because if, for example, no matter how we say we're sorry and the incident happened again, people will complain, people will cry, people will mourn, because for God's sake, it's the life of the Nigerian people that are taken away by this evil element. And we will put an end to this as a people. I want to say one more thing regarding that. Every eve of election in Nigeria, from 2014, 2018, 2022, and now in 2026, you will see that crisis increases because of this idea of a crisis economy. A lot of people take advantage of that. But the will and the spirit of a collective people is what will put an end to this situation. The Constitution has guaranteed the right to every citizen of Nigeria, the right to private defense. You have right to defend yourself. When your right, my right, the right of my neighbor come together, it is called collective right to defend ourselves. And Nigerian people have a right to defend themselves as a vanguard in their communities and localities.
I'm sure that you know that we do not have the right to bear arms. So, I mean, I don't know what you mean by defend ourselves. How will that happen? What do you say to the Nigerian people? How do they defend themselves from terrorists?
Right. There are many layers for self-defense. Number one, if I am in my house and you come into my house and try to harm me, any lethal weapon I use and kill you by defending myself is guaranteed by the Constitution. That's number one. Number two, as a people, you know, we have vigilante. In Borno State, we have paramilitary organizations that work as vanguard, and some of them go as front lines to provide intelligence to law enforcement. Yes, you are right. The Nigerian people do not have the right to bear certain arms unless those arms are permitted. But a collective people can come together and apply to the government for the right to coordinate themselves, a self-regulated militia. So I think that the Nigerian people in villages, in towns, in places where the presence of government is not very much in terms of law enforcement and security people, you can come together and create a vanguard and then apply to government to give you license, because government can give you license. So you apply to government to give you the license to bear arms that are permitted by law for the purposes of defense of your community.
Self-regulated militia. And this is your advice to the Nigerian people.
See, we don't negotiate with terror. That word, I don't know where they got it from. It's not in the Bible. It's not in the Quran. In fact, it's not even in practice. Everybody is negotiating with bandits. America had an office where they were negotiating with Taliban in Qatar. Everybody is negotiating with outlaws, non-state actors. Everybody. So where do they get that knowledge from? We negotiate for peace and our strategic interest. If negotiation will bring stoppage of bloodshed, we do it.
Some critics argue that your actions, the way you engage with these bandit groups, seem to legitimize their operations, and also it undermines the state authority. How do you respond to accusations that you empower them to carry out these attacks, kidnappings, and violence that we see across board?
Anybody who thinks that way, because he doesn't know the intricacies and what we go through, and he doesn't even know that I go there with the authorities. I don't go there alone. And I go there with the press.
You've never gone there alone?
I've never been there alone. Never.
When was the last time you had these meetings with them?
It was just in 2021. That's when I did a marathon trying to see if I can get as much as possible to get them together. But unfortunately, the government of that day is not keen about what we are doing. I mean, the federal government. The states were keen. The federal government was not keen. So they declared them terrorists, and since they are declared terrorists, we said, okay, we have disengaged completely from every contact with them.
But this quote, among several others, quite popular and controversial, attributed to you, I'd like to read that to you. You said, and I quote, "Kidnapping children from school is a lesser evil because in the end, you can negotiate, and now bandits are very careful about human lives." Do you still stand by this quote?
I think part of it is correct and part of it is wrong. Saying that kidnapping children is a lesser evil than killing soldiers definitely is lesser. Killing is worse than, but they are all evil. It's just a lesser evil. Not all evils are of the same parallel. So it's a lesser evil than, like what happened in Kebbi. They abducted children and they were released. They didn't kill them.
In Niger State, over 230 of those school children that were kidnapped are said to be, by the school authorities, are said to be in the nursery and primary school classes. Some children as young as 6 were kidnapped, and they're currently still in the hands of the bandits.
Seriously, I am disappointed by the Southwest because they have a Moteku and a native way of doing things. The only called for it the other day that they should look inward, look for their native intelligence. And I don't know why they are wasting time. They pursue the black sheep in the daytime, not in the night time. Oh. Why should they leave their Sahel region and enter Nigeria all the way down here to come and do what? Killing people, raping women, kidnapping people. I mean, what can be more provocative? That's what I'm asking. You mean if something happened tomorrow, the federal government or whoever will come and be making noise? That you shouldn't have 2 wrongs does not make a right, Abi? Really? 2 wrongs does not make a right when they are killing my family, my people. But you cannot call them and say, "Come, what is wrong with you people?" If we do not know them, we say, okay, we don't know who to call out. We don't know who to blame. But you and I know. We have seen them. Their leaders are even validating what they are doing. From Shegumi to that Murik man. What they are saying is enough to provocate you, to send you to anger. But yet, nobody is calling them out, Moses. Why? That is the question you should be asking.
Well, that's what we're doing right here. We're calling
the kind of caliber of vehicles that government officials buy, the type of furniture they use in their offices. Our domestic productive economy cannot carry such caliber of expenditure because they are import driven. You are going to buy the best Toyota range car, Range Rover, BMW. I mean, what do you produce? You don't even produce the tire. And you are going to borrow money. And you are riding the best car in the world to run public offices. You are putting the best furniture in the world in public offices that does not produce anything. So the issue is that people who are screaming that the borrowing is too much, they have their right. They have their sentiment. I am an economist, not by training, by learning. People who went to get degree in economics, good enough, by learning, by studying the trend, the global capitalist system. He who does not borrow to do business, to support the balance of payment of his country, cannot easily survive. The question is, when we borrow, how effective, how efficient do we use that money? That should be the question we should be interrogating every time from our leaders. So, are we borrowing for productive use? Or are we borrowing to meet what we call OPEX, operating expenses, just to keep the going, to travel to Washington, to travel to UNO, to travel on large entourage? Is that what we are borrowing for? So, it is not calamitous to borrow. It will be only very calamitous if you borrow for consumption. So I think what we should encourage the government to do now is to show us where these monies go, how productive we are going to utilize this money. Is it for agriculture? Is it to support education, which is long-term? Is it to support health? If you use the money to build road, you must tow the road to repay. Because you cannot just be riding on beautiful roads free of charge. You must tow it for us to pay. So if you use it to build railway, then you must charge for freight to repay. So it is not as simple as these people whipping sentiment as it is, as they may think it is. If they are in government today, they will equally borrow. Because when they see the balance sheet, they will now need a headroom somewhere else. So we will go to the issue of macroeconomic management and the monetary management. We need more work to be done at the macroeconomic management level. Our fiscal irresponsibility is a lot because the kind of caliber of vehicles that government officials buy, the type of furniture they use in their offices, our domestic productive economy cannot carry such caliber of expenditure because they are import driven. You are going to buy the best Toyota range car, Range Rover, BMW. I mean, what do you produce? You don't even produce the tire.
Kasegota, Ata Junior Lesele, ìlú yóò túbà fún ọ. Ekpa, ore lala ni wọ́n wọlé àdírí aburú mọ́. A ní dààmú ìlú yìí mọ́. Ogun ní wọ̀lú yìí mọ́ o. Olúgbò nǹkan ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìta wí lónìí kárọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ o. Kábíyèsí dá o. Kábíyèsí dá o. Àná fẹ́ jáde lọ ìmọ̀ àbọ̀ o. Ẹran wọn ṣẹ́jú lọ tá pé kọ̀ọ̀hún kí wọ́n máa lọ. Kí wọ́n lọ jagun wá. Kí wọ́n ká mọ́ wá wá. Àjọ ìbánjòkó fún òdìdí kí wọ́n náà jáde lọ àti kọ̀ọ̀tán ni.
Àti bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ o. Ẹ jáde o, ẹ jáde, ẹ gbè wá ń jà o.
Àṣẹ.
Ẹ gbè wá ń jà o.
Àṣẹ.
Gbogbo ibikíbi tí ọmọ yìí bá wà, ẹ dákun torí ọlọ́gbọ́n àwọn tó dè wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀, ẹ bá wa sí ẹbọ́ sẹ́sẹ́ sojú. Àìrójú àráyè kò dé bá wọn o. Káwọn ọmọ yìí ó ṣe bọ́ kí wọ́n mọ́ o. táwọn ọmọ yìí ó ṣe bọ́ kí wọ́n mọ́ mọ́ o kẹ́ ẹ bá wa ẹ lọ gbé wá ń jà o ní kíákíá ní yárayára ẹ gbé wá ń jà o ẹ lọ bá wa dà wọ́n lédè rú àwọn asọ́jà gbogbo agbófinró tí wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀ kábúrú ọmọ tọ̀ sí wọn o kí wọ́n bá ní mú wọn 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 ètí wọ́n rí mú láàyè wọ́n mú láàyè ètí wọ́n pa bí ní ìfọ̀nàfọ̀sù kí wọ́n pa wọ́n dànù láti ẹ̀ ti rá àwọn tiwa gbà ní o káwọn ọmọ tiwa ti wálé ní o orí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ sẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ o tó.
ìbá bàbá mi o Kàrímù tẹ́ ẹ tọ́lẹ̀ yìí ẹ dìde gbogbo àwọn bàbá tó tẹ̀lé Kàrímù ẹ dìde múradẹ ìyáde ọmọ ológbòjò ọmọ kọ́ńdú òní wẹ́wẹ́ rẹ̀ ìwà rẹ̀ ọ̀yà lọ́mọ jọ lọ́hùn. bí ne bá ń jó wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ tá dókè àbùlàlà ẹ̀yin tó láyé parada ẹ̀yin ìyá mi parada ẹ̀yin ẹlẹ́yẹ ayé parada ẹ̀yin tó rọ̀ ọmọ gá. sẹ́bẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mọ́lọ́ lọ́sàn-án àfẹ́lọ́lọ́rú àtòrú àtọ̀sọ́yà mọ̀ pẹ̀yìn ọ́ ó sọ ọmọ dáhùn ẹni pẹ̀lú ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ lọ́mọ gbà kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ wáyé lọ agbára ogun lásẹ̀ lẹ̀ mọ́ o àríkú ọmọ ẹ̀kẹ́ mọ́ o tá a bá rí agbọ́dẹ̀gbà á ní mi lọ́kọ̀ jẹ́ pẹ̀lẹ́ ọbẹ̀ ẹ̀lẹ̀ lọ́ta dájú ìlọ́ta yọ ọbẹ̀ ẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹni olóhùn ọ̀dàlú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rẹ̀ ilẹ̀ ọmọ mẹ́.
All right, you have heard it live and direct from the horse's mouth. Then my question is this: what is the Nigerian soldiers doing in the soil of the southeast? Why are they there unaliving the indigenous people of the easterners, the Biafrans, and also burning their houses? Because the government just made them available to put fear in the mind of the people of the southeast. Why the terrorists are rampagingly running down the southwest and the north upon the prophecy that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have made available since 2014 till this date, that look at what that is coming in Nigeria, that everybody should get ready because the invaders, the agenda is to Islamize this country, and because of that he cannot allow his own people to be Islamized, and that is what bring the birth of Eastern Security Network and the Nigerian government with the hatred of the North, the useless man called Buhari who is ruling them, now see it as a threat for just simple truth, because the agenda was to Islamize this country, and is one of them, and now connived and make sure that they brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria just because of simple truth. But today, look at what that is happening. Most of you who supported the evil, the one Nigeria, useless one Nigeria, are now paying the price, ultimate price. You are paying the price with your blood. Something that you could have prevented not to happen, but today is happening. How are you going to take the story? All these cries that you are crying, this is just the beginning. The real music have never started. Watch out for what is about to come. It's only the southeast is a safer, but because of the southeast to be a total safer, the instrument, the useless politicians who are being installed as an agent of darkness are the people terrorizing our people. Because 100% Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have safeguarded the southeast, but the government are using the soldiers to unalive our people in cold-blooded for not just cause. But today, thank God, the government itself have come out and made it public that they have failed Nigeria and they cannot protect Nigeria, that every Nigeria, them country Nigeria, should start defending themselves, should bear arms and start defending themselves, that they cannot continue to allow people to be slaughtering the fellow Nigerians every day by day. They are tired of hearing the kidnapping and unaliving the indigenous Nigerians. That this is time to bear the arm. Then, what is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still doing in Sokoto prison? Is it not time for the Nigerian government to release this innocent prophet who saw tomorrow? share this video widely. Share this video widely. Share this video. Spread the message because it's a good news. I'm only a messenger. If you love what we do here at this Global Love Channel TV, please don't hesitate to touch and have a subscribe button, like and turn on the notification bell. So whenever we upload a new video like this, you'll be the first person to be notified. And you do that, you encourage us to do more because togetherness we shall save life together. Africa is always a great continent. In Biafra, Africa rise again. Till next time, see you in my next video. Bye for now. Thank you.